Hi, my name is Andrea Moreno, and my case assigned is Woeste versus Washington Platform. The plaintiff is Kimberly Woeste, and the defendant is Washington Platform Saloon and Restaurant, as well as Johnny's Oysters and Shrimp. Kimberly Woeste brought a lawsuit against Washington Platform and Johnny's. Kimberly Woeste claimed that her late husband, Thomas Woeste, ate raw oysters at the restaurant Washington Platform and died a week later due to the consumption of the raw oysters. The raw oysters had been obtained by harvesters that the co-defendant, Johnny's, had employed. Mr. Woeste had hepatitis C and cirrhosis of the liver, which he and Kimberly Woeste were both aware of. The appellant, Kimberly Woeste, claims that the warning signs were inadequate as to being not only placed in the menu adjacent to the menu item it necessitates, but also should have been in other visible areas of the restaurant as well. The appellant also alleges that Washington Platform served oysters that it knew were adulterated under Ohio's Pure Food and Drug Law. In her deposition, Kimberly Woeste states that if her husband had read the word of warning to consumers about the consumption of raw oysters, he would have not proceeded with consuming the oysters. The court established that Washington Platform cannot be apprehended liable for Wost's failure to have read the word of warning provided in the menu. The second restatement of torts states, where warning is given, the seller may reasonably assume that it will be read and heeded. The court considered whether Washington Platform and Johnny's provided sufficient warnings about the dangers of consuming raw oysters. The court found that both defendants provided adequate information about such risks. The court found there was sufficient evidence pertaining to the levels of Vibrio found in oysters to prove that the oysters had not been adulterated by Johnny's or the distributors. The results were that the appellant, Kimberly Woeste, seeking negligent and product liability damages, was not granted the summary of judgment against Thomas Woeste, who died from consuming raw oysters which have a naturally produced bacteria known as Vibrio at levels that did not cause the raw oysters to become adulterated, which Woeste consumed in the restaurant. After review, there was no maltreatment of the oysters by the distributor. In fact, both the distributor and the restaurant, as a matter of law, supplied sufficient warning concerning the dangers posed by consuming oysters in their raw state. Thank you.